And good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Neely FX. My name is Michael Neely, and this is the channel where I talk about foreign exchange trading, and trading in general. Let's see what else we've got going on today. Oh, not a whole lot. Let's go ahead and get into it. We'll go straight to our risk disclaimer screen because I'm in the United States and I have to tell you this. That first, this channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Henry, the foreign exchange trading parakeet, is with me, so if you hear a tweeting or something that sounds like a bird in your house, no, it's a bird we have in our house. Let's see, let's go back to this. This channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute trading or financial advice. I'm a professional trader, not a broker, trading my own capital. I do not solicit funds, manage client accounts, nor do I hold CFTC or NFA registration at this time. Foreign exchange trading is highly speculative with a high risk of losing some or all of your investment capital. Only trade the funds you can comfortably afford to lose. Isn't that right, Henry? Oh well. The CFTC Risk Disclosure goes something like this. Foreign exchange trading carries a high degree of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Now, before trading Forex, consider your investment objectives, experience, and risk appetite. You could sustain a loss of all or some of your investment capital. Okay, so let's get into what we are looking at today. First, I don't have all my screens up yet because I had to shut my computer down yesterday and do some stuff, and I forgot to set everything back up again. So let's get into this. Okay, here we go. Today we have a whole host of red folder stuff today. As you can see, not a whole lot's going on though. For the Japanese yen is up 58 pips. The euro is down 29 pips. So not a huge move of much of any kind. However, we're going to do a little trade review today too, because I did get into a trade yesterday that did not take. I'm going to go to this over here real quick, and I'm going to bring up something else and bring it over because I need to bring it up on a different screen so you can't see my logins. Because I need to get into this too. There we go. That'll work. And then we'll just bring this over here. There we go. Now I got a nice little thing over there too. Okay, first thing, this is the DXY. I was watching in the chat room on, sometimes I stick my head in the chat room on Trading View for the Forex room. And it's sometimes disconcerting, and sometimes they're throwing a lot of bad information in there. They're talking about they're watching the DXY because the DXY is what determines what the dollar is going to go. That's not necessarily true. The DXY, I don't know how it works, but the DXY is a mixture of five different currencies. It's the euro has the lion's share of it, I think, at 40%. The British pound has like 30%. The yen, the Japanese yen, has 20%. The Swedish krona, for some reason, is in there. I don't know why. And there's another currency that's in there too. But at any rate, it's a index of several different currencies. What I look at more than that are the bond yields, which is right over here. So if you'll notice, all the bond yields are up today. But something that you'll notice is that the U.S. bond yield is up just slightly, whereas the Japanese two-year bond yield is up a lot. So what could that mean? It means that, to me, that there's more of a possibility of money flowing into the yen because of a more attractive yield. So that's what I'm going to run with on that, and that'll show a little bit of a strengthening on the yen side this morning. And what have we got here? First, let's look at the trade. Go over here to this one. There we go. Let's look at my demo account. This is the trade. I was watching this come down, but yeah, let's go back to the other chart. That shows something, shows the reason for my trade by choosing that trade. And I don't have all morning because I've got to go to my day job. Okay, here we go. This is my day. This is the trade. This is the spot where I went in, right here. This is the spot where I set up the trade. It was trading down around here. Now it's deep into this resistance area, and I thought I might actually break out. So I set up a trade down here, a sell trade for right around 145.70, and as you can see, that trade did not happen. The sell stop. So that means that if there was still a chance, if there was a pullback, then the trade would not execute. And indeed, there was a pullback. Now, this is kind of a tale of two trades, because if I was really paying attention, then what would really have happened is that I would have gone in and bought about here at 146.16, and then we would have a nice 60 pip run, 40 pip run, and then I could have gotten out today before the American news comes out. However, I'm looking at this trend line here, the one that I drew a couple days ago. I'm going to go and put in new resistance trend line, and then I drew it 722, I think. And let's change it to red. There you go. And it's not exactly breaking out. However, this is a new bar that just happened right there, and looks like it's trying to break out a little bit. So that would be great if it did. So we may want to look at a trade here. 146.79 with the new tariff agreement with Japan yesterday, that might draw this back into the 149 range. So that would be a good 300 pip move too. So we may want to consider that on this platform. In fact, that is looking kind of like a good idea, since we are getting some run. So 146.76, 146.73 buy stop. And by the same token, it could plummet after the news that's coming in at 8:30. I will not be in the office at 8:30, so I will not be able to see what it is. 8:30, this is going to be the big in here. There's going to be Flash Manufacturing PMI and Flash Services PMI. So we've got these two Purchasing Manager Indexes coming out, which is what PMI stands for. Everything else, oh yeah, look at that. The Euro refinancing rate. So that's really the main event right now that everyone's looking for to see what they're going to do. If they're expected to not do anything, I don't think they are going to do anything, because most of those folks are on vacation. Coffee just tastes better in my new Neely FX coffee mug. So I don't see the much of anything happening there. I wonder if I want to get into that trade. That's about right there on the dollar euro. Now I'm hyper focusing on the dollar, pardon me, the dollar yen, the UJ, and I don't know why. I think it has a broader range than the EU, the euro versus the dollar. So I think that's kind of something to keep in mind. Could throw a buy stop in there right there, because if it craters, it's just coming out of there, and if it breaks out of this trend line later, there's a chance it could take off. Not a really strong chance, but you get a little bit of a change of character. 670. That's a little bit too close. That candle has not completed yet either. So that's another thing that's making me a little bit leery to get into this trade. However, it is a buy stop. And if it's a buy stop, then this could go 100 pips up. It is starting to turn into a pin type candle right there. If we go about here, that might be a good spot for it right there. So if we do that on our paper, just kind of throw that in there. Paper trading account, let's see what that looks like on the big account. So let's split up with that. 146, that's still 20 pips out, so 146.83 approximately. 85 works. Buy stop there. And I don't like that congestion area right there. It does not look like it is something that is just going to quote unquote take off. Strong resistance right there at 147. Yeah, 147.08. So that could be a bouncing point where it heads south again. So I don't like that at all. could go 70 pips out on that trade, 147. That's really going to be the breakout area. It's going to be right here at about 147.26 if it breaks out, 25.26. That's going to be the more attractive breakout area. So let's go ahead and change this, and I really don't see a whole lot of possibility of that happening, but and make it a profitable trade. However, we'll go 25 pips to the south, so we'll go 147.20 for the stop loss. Let's see what that looks like. And that's doing what's called a straddle. Is what we knew that as when I was a broker. So we can so 142.75 buy stop. You know, you could come in here and do a sell stop here, but calling bottom, I don't like calling changes of direction. Last night it would have been a nice way to call a change of direction. And just get practice for just getting a trade in on this platform too. So we'll go 30 on that one, buy stop. And these are trades that if they don't execute, then they will be taken out tomorrow at stop loss. Oh, look at that. And we'll give it a take profit of, how many bits would I like? We'll go there. Okay, so now we've got two trades in there. We'll see what happens. And these are both far enough out that probably neither one of them are going to execute today. So we are going to stop there because I'll go ahead and put this into my other accounts. So we did get another trade in. Again, these are all buy stops and sell stops, so they don't have to take place if they don't want to, because that's pretty much how I trade. If I had just gone in with a market trade yesterday, I'd be out 70 pips right now and try to figure out how to handle that today. So that is really all I've got today. Let's take a look at some other stuff real quick while we're at it. Seems like I'm missing a lot today, but let's take a look at the euro real quick, see if there's anything going on there. We're waiting, and again, we're waiting for a rate decision. So this is not the time to get into this trade, if you ask me. It's got a really firm holding right here at 172.25. What do I think is going to happen? I don't know. It could come down to the support line and then take off again. But then with rate decisions, they can bounce 100 pips in 10 seconds. So I try not to trade rate decisions too much. Matter of fact, we could take this support trend line a little closer and make it right there. And then it's showing us on the touch point right now, which that may make for a profitable trade right here at 146.64, well, like 74. But then we get into this area of resistance right here, so it's a very strong area of resistance, weak high. This is where a lot of institutions start selling the euro. It's right around 118, 117.70 to 118. That's 40 pip range. I don't think the euro's got that much movement behind it right now. I could be wrong. I am wrong a lot, and that's something I'm not afraid to admit at all in trading, because the only thing that's right in trading is the market. The market is the only thing that's right. And here in gold, gold is down. Look at that. Bounced right off of its pretty much all-time high of 134.45. So it's time to making the try against that again. So I don't know if that's a change of character yet, but we should see a bearish change of character forming here soon. And it's just trucking right along in this little range. Again, that might be a good range trade. Dollar's down. Silver's down to 136, and it's got a nice high at 139.56, so 50 cents off the of it's about all-time high. All-time high is like 50. That happened in COVID. I'll have to look it up. But at any rate, that's what we've got going on today. Again, RSI is looking down a little bit. I'll just look one more thing at the SD. Again, I'm not trying to force trades either. I want trades that are high probability trades, and it is not overbought, so I don't see it coming down too much. But oh well, that's what we've got going on today. Hope you like this video. If you do like this video, then by all means like it. Press the little button, the like button, and subscribe to this channel. And we'll be sure to get some more stuff out. In the meantime, you guys have a great one. Talk to you later.